Tell me who you are.
I am Garrett Biggs.
So tell me where you're from.
I am originally from Casey, Illinois, but I live down in Nashville now. So trying to do the thing down there, giving it the good old college try.
Tell me about what Nashville is like right now.
Right now, like with Corona going on and everything, it's slower. It's slower, but luckily we just entered into phase 3, so everything's starting to kind of open back up a little bit, and you know, live music's starting to come back. All my friends are starting to really start getting gigs downtown and on the road. So that's really good. It's on the come up. It's on the come up.
Did you participate in any music classes in high school?
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, I wish I would have done more, honestly, but I did choir through elementary school. And you know, like elementary school, you got all the music classes that are mandatory, you know. So I did all those, and but I like I said, I did choir as well. Shout out to Miss Juriga. She was a huge inspiration to teaching me to sing correctly, and yeah, I mean, I'm super glad that I did all of that and did the choir competitions and everything, and that was actually kind of how I got into singing, really. And my dad, you know, he taught me how to play guitar, and one day I was like, hey, why don't I do both at the same time? And then that's whenever things kind of really started. I don't know, kind of started, I guess you could say, once I kind of figured that out and started playing shows and learning cover songs. But to answer your question, yes, I did.
Your biggest role model professionally is?
Biggest role model professionally, you know, that's always a tough question, because I feel like it kind of changes with the seasons, you know. Like right now for me, it's Hardy. I think Hardy's songwriting and its sound, it's one of its own, and I respect that, and plus it just slaps. So that's always really cool. It's really rocking. But you know, the person that got me into country though is Jason Aldean, and you know, I heard his Rock Edge, and he was singing about small towns and that way of life, and that being from Casey, that really resonated with me. So I kind of grabbed a hold of that, and so you could thank Jason Aldean for getting me into country music. I'd say he's probably the biggest, I would say.
How has your family helped you along the way to the person you are today?
My family, without my family, I wouldn't be, for one, I wouldn't be doing this. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this like I am right now. They've been completely supportive from the very get-go, and you know, like with my mom and my dad, like I'm driving home a lot of nights at 2, 3, 4, 5. I've pulled in at 7 a.m. before and been wheels up at 8 to another show, and they always give me a place to stay, obviously, and anything I need. Dad's ran me gear before because I'm forgetful, and I literally could not do this without not even just mom and dad. My sister, she lets me crash at her house when we're around their area, and you know, we've always heard that family's number one, and family is everything, right? And I really hold on to that, and so I guess that's my answer. Without my family, I wouldn't be able to do this. But that goes deeper than just mom and dad too. Like, I consider the people that come out to shows family. You know, I got a lot through the years. I have fans that come out and they've became family. So thank you to the extended family out there for letting us make music and for loving the music. So but yeah, family's number one. Y'all never forget that, and I'm so very, very, very grateful for mine.
The artists along the way that you've met, which one have like stuck out to you like, wow, that's so cool?
Oh, honestly, man, there's been a few, but one memory that I will never forget. I was a sophomore in high school, and we got the opportunity to open up for it was Josh Thompson, Craig Wayne Boyd, Aaron Tippin, and Ashton Shepard, all in the same lineup, and I was kicking off the night. But I'll never forget whenever we got up there, you know, it was this big stage, and I had never done anything like that, you know, and Dad was with me, and we went up there to the stage, and it was real deep, so we were kind of standing there against the rail while everyone, you know, Tex and everyone was just doing their thing, and Aaron Tippin was sound checking, and we were just standing there by ourselves, minding our own, and Aaron got done, and he walked back on the stage, and without even thinking, he came over and was like, "Hey, what's your name? You playing today?" You know, so I had my guitar set. He said, "Yeah, Mr. Tippin, I'm Garrett Biggs, and you know, I'm a pleasure to be open for you. I look up to you, you know." And he was just the nicest guy. Sat there and talked with us, and his crew and him actually kind of watched from the bus a little bit, I remember, which was cool, and it was crazy too, because he did meet and greet, and we ended up kind of doing meet and greet together backstage, you know, because I just got done playing, so we were kind of like splitting the line, and that was really cool. But what stood out to me was he didn't have to stop and talk to us. You know, he's a busy guy. He could have just done his thing, but he took the time to honestly inspire a young kid, and that will stick with me for the rest of my life. So shout out to Aaron Tippin. You're the man, and he is probably the biggest that I would say that has really stuck out, honestly.
If you weren't playing music in Nashville, what would you have done for a career?
Don't laugh at me, but I'm actually really interested in weather. I've always been interested in weather. I was the kid, like second grade, I was turning on the Weather Channel to watch tornadoes and hurricanes and earthquakes and all that. And I would be a meteorologist. I really would. I think that would kind of be where I went.
Tell me about your band and who's all involved in the band.
Yeah, so my guitar player is Charlie Diaz. He's absolutely fantastic. He's awesome. He's actually been with me for, I don't know, 4 to 6 months now, I would say. And I think his first gig was up in Chicago. But he's great, and you know, he's full time, and he's been kicking ass. On drums, we got Hudson Grady, who's from Louisiana, and he's been with me from pretty much the word get. I mean, I'd say I think a year now he's been with us, so really got to know him, which has been great, and he's great on the drums. But and then on bass we have Lane Faulkner, and to be honest with you, I just met Lane 2 days ago. So but he's been great. He's a great hang, chill dude, really knows how to play the bass guitar, knows the art of the pocket, and it's really fun making music with all those guys, because you know, I mean, as a player, I feel like they challenge me and they make me better, and I think that, you know, I feed off that. So it's cool to have guys around you that are better, you know, that you learn from, and these guys have been doing that for me. So it's really been special out on the road.
What obstacles do you face while playing music live or just in general?
I mean, every show's different. Like anytime you pick up a guitar or sing, I mean, there's a different mentality, you know, different song, so to say. But live, you know, for example, tonight at the Muddy, which was fantastic. Thank you to everyone for coming out. You know, it's just finding that groove, right? You get on stage and you're searching out that pocket. Tonight, I know we found it, and we had a blast. But just finding that pocket and gelling and making it to where your energy on stage is transcending to the crowd, and to where they're feeding off of you. And that's our job, is to entertain. As far as in Nashville, like writing, if I'm being transparent, and I try and be as transparent as I can be, I think Nashville has its own thing, you know, and it's very easy to forget who you are and forget why you started making music in the first place. And so I think staying true to your roots, staying true to those who helped you get to where you are, and just remember where you came from, man, and remembering why you do it in the first place. That's my goal every time I pick up a guitar, is just to make something that the folks back home and anywhere can relate to. So if they relate to it and they feel an emotion, then I feel like I've done my job a little bit. So anytime I'm making music, I just want to make someone feel something, whatever that is.
Where is your favorite place to play that you've played at so far, and why that is?
It was actually last weekend, and it was wild. It was U of I Memorial Stadium, and shout out to those guys. Shout out to my booking guy, Jordan, for hooking it up. Rod Sickler, Guido, all you guys, all the students came out, U of I. That was sick. It was big stage, big production on the football stadium with the students. And it was really special for me because, you know, first time I went there, my cousin was playing state there. The second time I was playing 7-on-7 football my freshman year of high school. And then to come back, you know, whatever it is now, I'm 22, so 4 years out of high school, 3 years out of high school, and get to play a show on the field, that was really special. That was cool. That takes the cake.
Tell me about playing on Craig Campbell's tour bus.
That was really, really, really special too. That was cool. You know, I grew up listening to Craig's stuff and cranking it up in high school. So getting to go on the bus with Josh and Ryan and just everyone there, Craig, Linz, everyone. It was just really cool to see him and hang out with him. He's a great guy. He's super chill. And, you know, I'm a young artist in town. I've only been in town for 2 years now in Nashville. And he really embraced us and made us feel very welcome. So shout out to Craig. You were awesome. I can't say enough good things. It was a really fun time.
What advice would you give to a young musician wanting to make it in Nashville?
Well, for one, I'll let you know if or when I ever make it. But, you know, going back to just being true to who you are. I mean, this person's going to pull you this way, and this person's going to pull you the other. And somewhere in there, you have to find what you want, and you have to stick to that, you know. But I think just treat people with respect. Be a good person. Don't have an agenda. Just make music. Do it because you love it, because it makes people happy. And be true to who you are, and write about what you want to write about, sing about what you want to sing about, and do your thing. Because if you do your thing and you do it well, people will take notice. But people can also tell when you're fake, so don't be fake. Be true to who you are and treat people good. That's it. I mean, that's all we're out here trying to do, you know.
How has your girlfriend made you or put you into the person you are today?
Man, you know, I met Kelly 2 years ago, and I didn't even want to go to the party. I didn't, but and for no reason except I'm a homebody. I really am. I'm a homebody because we're out here a lot, you know. She is my rock. I mean, when I met her, I was in a lonely place. I'm being honest. I was in a lonely place, and she came into my life at the time I wasn't even expecting it. And she turned it all upside down. And you know, my dad and mom both always told me, when you find that special someone, they'll support you no matter what, and they'll love you for who you are. And they may not approve of everything you do, but they'll push you to be better, you know, and they'll accept your faults along with the good. And that's exactly what she does. You know, she wants me out here. She wants me on the road. She wants me in the studio. She wants me. You know, if I said, hey, I got to go wherever for 4 weeks and here's why, X, Y, and Z, and she'll say, go do it, call me, you know. And so, Kelly, I love you, and thank you for letting me chase this dream, and I will forever be grateful for you. So.
Where do you see yourself career-wise doing in 5 years from now? 5
years from now, I mean, you know, none of us can see into the future. I wish we could, but 5 years from now, I want to be on a big tour. I want to be on a tour bus. I want to have 1 or 2 number one singles under my belt, and I would love to be on the climb to headlining my own tour someday. I'd love to have cuts by other major artists, have a pub deal, have a record deal, have a just everything, man. I want to have the dream, and that's what we're out here chasing. So that's kind of the 5-year plan, is to have, I'd say, at least one or two number one singles, be on a bus, be touring, and hopefully be working on our first full-length record at that point.
Some other names like Matt Still. I mean, how do you become? What do you got to do to get to the stage that they're at? Upcoming artist.
I mean, everybody's journey is different. And that's the one thing that like really makes it tough about chasing this is, you know, there's no direct path. There's a million different ways. You can make it by social media, you can make it by touring, you can make it by songwriting. So Honestly, man, again, I think if you treat people with respect, you treat people good, you don't have an agenda, and you stay true to who you are, that will take you so far, so far. And that's the best way I can answer that. Just stay true to your roots. That's what those guys are doing, you know. Country rock. I mean, I'm a rocker, so we rock it up. But honestly, man, any sort of country rock, country pop, traditional country, our own stuff is I love doing. Obviously, I love doing originals the most, but country, that's the way. Blues is cool. I love digging into kind of like a bluesier tune every now and then, so I could definitely get down with that.
Favorite song of all time, and why did you choose that song?
That's easy. Def Leppard, Pour Some Sugar on Me. That's my favorite. We don't do it in the set. We used to, but we used to go camping whenever I was little, damn near every weekend. And I had a little silver CD player that I got for I want to say it was my birthday, and I think it was my Uncle Bill got me the Def Leppard Hysteria album, because I just love Def Leppard, and I just cranked Pour Some Sugar on Me I don't know how many times. It's still one of the best drum grooves, guitar riffs, vocals. Definitely takes the cake for me.
What's the favorite song you guys get to play that you like to play in the band?
Definitely Mama Didn't Raise No in the set. Go check it out if you haven't heard it. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your music. But it's an original of ours, and that song's special because that's my biggest song yet, and I think it's about to clear 70,000 streams, so that's really great. Thank you guys for that. And it's cool because, like tonight, for example, with the Muddy, I saw people singing along to it, you know, and I never thought that would be a thing. But it's also cool when we go to, say, you know, Missouri, where we don't know really anybody. I have people come up and be like, man, that Mama song, and they'll go check it out. And that seems to be one that people really register with. So it's really fun to kind of see heads turn, hopefully, and see them kind of embrace that song, because it means a lot to me. So that's always a really special moment in the set for me. Probably no doubt my favorite.
Anything that you would like to share that we didn't mention that you're like, all right, this needs to be talked about?
Man, honestly, for one, thank you so much for having me on. Thank you guys for watching, and you know, it's been really fun doing this. Shout out to Rep King Media for putting this on. Go, you know, check him out on YouTube. Hit subscribe. He does a great job covering everything from sports to music to everything. So go do that. But you know, I guess just thank you guys for the support. You know, moved to Nashville a little over 2 years ago now, and it's been really fun to just be writing songs and coming on the road and seeing things grow, and I definitely 100% without a doubt know that would not be possible without y'all. And coming out, like we had 250 out tonight at the Muddy, and that was awesome. Last time we were here we had 10, I think. So it was really fun, and I am so grateful for Illinois. I'm so grateful for KZ, Nashville. So grateful for all of you, and I don't know, I hope we can see you guys soon. I hope you guys are enjoying the music, and more's coming. So we'll see you guys on the road.